Hello students, hope previous lectures are clear to you. Now we'll start with the next topic, that is uniform and non-uniform motion. The very first topic is uniform motion. What uniform motion is? When a body travels equal distance in equal interval of time, then it is said to be uniform motion. Now see here, as I have written, a body is said to be in uniform motion if it travels equal distance in equal interval of time. This is the condition for uniform motion. No matter how small these intervals may be. These intervals may be of 1 hour, they may be of 30 seconds, they may be of 15 seconds, they may be of 1 second or maybe less than 1 second. Now let us explain this uniform motion with the help of an example. Now, see, in this example, I have considered a car. The initial position of the car is A and the time is 0 hour and distance travelled by this car is 0 kilometer. After 1 hour, the position of the car changes from A to B and it covers a distance of 50 kilometer. Right? Now, after another 1 hour means here 2 hours, the position of the car changes from B to C and the distance travelled by it is 50 kilometer. Fine. In next hour, the position of the car now changes from C to D and it covers a distance of 50 kilometers. Similarly, next hour it covers the distance of 50 kilometer and its position changes from D to E. Now from here what we conclude that in equal intervals of time the distance covered by the car is same. The distance travelled, the equal distance travelled in equal interval of time, it means the motion of the car is what? Motion of the car is uniform. Now we will see this representation of this uniform motion with the help of graph. Now in this graph, x-axis, on x-axis I have taken time, that is in hour, and on y-axis, that is the perpendicular axis, we have taken distance in kilometer. Now represent this example on graph. How we will represent? See, here the position of the body, your car is A, which is at 0 hour. So here I will write what? A. This is A point, right? Now, after 1 hour, it covers the distance 50 kilometer. How we will represent? After 1 hour, it covers distance 50 kilometers. So I will represent here, this is 50. Now, after traveling this, the position of the car is now B. So it is which point? B point. After 2 hours, it has covered how much distance? It has covered 100 kilometers, right? So after 2, it has covered 100 kilometers. So how I will represent here? Like this. This is which position? This position is C. Similarly, after another hour, it has covered how much distance? It has covered now 150 kilometers. See here. After this hour, it has covered 150 kilometers. Similarly, now the position is here D. After another 1 hour means after 4 hours, it has covered how much distance? 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 means it has covered 200 kilometers after 4 hours. Now join all these points. See what will happen. If I join all these points, right? So here you can see a straight line. Fine. So this is a straight line. What we have observed in this example, if car travels equal distance in equal interval of time, the distance time graph is a straight line. Now from here what we will conclude that for uniform motion, the distance time graph is a straight line. राइट। सो डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ और यूनिफॉर्म मोशन क्या होता है, एक स्ट्रेट लाइन होती है. फाइन. Next is non-uniform motion. When a body has a non-uniform motion, it travels unequal distance in equal interval of time, no matter how small these intervals may be. Let's understand with the help of example. In this example, the train starts from the railway station. The first interval, train travels 20 km. In next interval, train travels 50 km, and in another interval of time, train travels 80 km. When train approaches to the next station, it slows down, so that is why it covers less distance. So here you can see that in equal interval of time, the distance traveled by train is unequal. So the motion of the train here is non-uniform. Some another examples of non-uniform motion are a motion of a car in a crowded place, or a ball fall from the height of the building. Now let's move towards the distance time graph for the non-uniform motion. Here you can see that the variation of distance with the time. The variation is a curved line. So, distance time graph will be curved line for non-uniform motion. So, what we studied in today's lecture, if the distance time graph is a straight line, then the motion of the body is uniform. And if the distance time graph is a curved line, so the motion of the body is non-uniform.